In the summer of 1518, something utterly bizarre unfolded in the streets of Strasbourg, a town then part of the Holy Roman Empire, an event so strange, so chilling, that even today it defies full explanation. It began with one woman, Frau Trophea, who stepped into the street and began dancing. There was no music, no celebration, no reason. She simply moved and swayed, her arms flailing, her body spinning. At first, townsfolk watched with amusement, then with concern. Hours passed. She didn't stop. By the second day, she was still dancing. No rest, no sleep. Soon, others joined. Within a week, over 30 people were caught in the same trance-like dance. By the end of the month, that number grew to more than 400. The dancers didn't laugh or smile. They screamed. They begged for help. Their feet bled. Many collapsed from exhaustion. Some reportedly died of strokes, heart attacks, or sheer physical depletion. The city was paralyzed, and no one could understand what was happening. The plague had no smell, no touch, no visible enemy, just a compulsion to dance. The authorities, in one of the most ironic decisions in history, believed the cure was more dancing. Thinking it a spiritual affliction, they built a stage in the city square, hired musicians, and encouraged the dancers to continue, believing that if the evil worked its way out of them, it would finally stop. But it didn't. The music seemed only to fuel the frenzy. Night and day they danced, under the scorching sun and by torchlight, and then, just as mysteriously as it began, it started to fade. After about 2 months of chaos, the dancing plague came to an end. Some people were taken to a mountain shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancing and epilepsy, where they were given red shoes and led in ritual prayers. It was believed that Saint Vitus had cursed them, and only through penance could they be released. But what truly caused this mass hysteria? Was it a curse, demonic possession, divine punishment? One popular theory suggests ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold that grows on damp rye, known to cause violent convulsions, hallucinations, and irrational behavior. The same toxin is believed to have triggered some witchcraft panics in later centuries. Another theory points to a psychological phenomenon known as mass psychogenic illness, a type of collective hysteria driven by stress, trauma, and cultural belief. Strasbourg at the time was reeling from famine, disease, and political instability. Perhaps the dancing was an unconscious escape from despair, a body's rebellion against a life of pain, or maybe it was a deeply ingrained cultural response rooted in religious rituals and superstitions. In those times, people believed that saints could curse them, and that such curses had to be danced away. But still, how do hundreds of people dance to the point of death without music, without joy, without choice? The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's strangest and most haunting episodes. It raises unsettling questions about the power of belief, the fragility of the mind, and how social forces can sweep individuals into collective madness. Even now, centuries later, no one can say for sure what happened that summer. And yet, it serves as a chilling reminder that under the right pressures, the human mind and body can unravel in the most unexpected ways. So the next time you see a group swept up in a strange frenzy, ask yourself, is it joy or is it something deeper, something darker, dancing just beneath the surface?